While he was eating some cookies the children had left out for him, a little baby crawled into his sack. On Christmas morning, Santa and his elves were celebrating another year of gift giving when they heard a strange noise coming from the toy sack. One of the older elves adopted the baby and named him Buddy. Oh, it was a baby. It was a baby. One of the older elves adopted him and named him Buddy. Says the code of the elves: treat every day like Christmas. There's room for everyone on the nice list. The best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. Although Buddy grew twice as fast, he was no different from the other elf children, and he had more Christmas spirit than anyone. But it wasn't always easy being a human in an elf's world. Buddy could never make toys as fast as the other elves could. I'm the worst toy maker in the world. I'm a cotton-headed ninny-muggins. You're not a cotton-headed ninny-muggins. You're just special. Buddy did his best to fit in, but Papa Elf knew he had to tell Buddy the truth. Papa Elf told the story of how Buddy had come into the North Pole as a baby. His human father, Walter, never knew that Buddy was born. Walter lived in a magical place called New York City with his family. But that wasn't all. Santa had one more surprising thing to tell Buddy. Your father, he's on the naughty list. No. Some people just lose sight of what's important in life, Santa explains. That doesn't mean he can't find his way again. Maybe all he needs is a little Christmas spirit. Buddy was determined to bring Christmas cheer to his father and to all of New York if he could. Buddy said goodbye to Santa, the elves, and Papa Elf. He knew they would always be there for him. Bye, Buddy. Hope you find your dad. That's honestly my favorite part of the movie. Buddy traveled through the 7 levels of the candy cane forest, past the sea of swirly twirly gumdrops, and then he walked through the Lincoln Tunnel. Imagine walking through the Lincoln Tunnel. Buddy quickly learned that New York City truly was a magical place. He made new friends, got his shoes shined, ran circles through a revolving door, and played hopscotch on the crosswalk. Finally, Buddy went to see his father, who worked in an office in the Empire State Building. But Buddy's dad didn't want to see him. He didn't believe that Buddy was his son or an elf, and he ordered him to leave. Buddy was beginning to understand why Walter was on the naughty list. you've been right about everything, and I don't want you to leave. You're my son, and I love you. I love you too, Dad. While Buddy helped Santa fix the sleigh, Walter and Michael joined Emily and Jovi in the crowd outside Central Park. They needed to help find their Christmas spirit. Jovi remembered something that Buddy had told her. The best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. One by one, everyone began to sing. It's working, Buddy exclaimed. Everyone except for Walter. Dad, you have to sing. Finally, Walter joined in. Santa Claus is coming to town. Just in the nick of time, Santa's sleigh soared into the sky. There was so much Christmas spirit in the air that the sleigh flew all the way to the top of the Empire State Building. The next day was Christmas. It was the best Christmas ever because Buddy got to spend it with his whole family, doing all of his favorite things, singing, gift giving, and snuggling. And that's the story of how, with a little help, Buddy the Elf managed to save Christmas, and his spirit saved a lot of other people too. But in the movie, he has a baby with Jovi, and she moves to the North Pole. Right there. And there they are, right there at the North Pole with their baby. They didn't really say anything about it in the book, but they put it at the end. I mean, I would give this book like 5 out of 10. Like, you know, it's just missing a lot of details. Like, now I'm gonna go watch the Elf movie. So let me know if you liked the book reading ASMR, if I should do it in a different format, like just show